Hi guys, it's Denise and I'm back again to do another video, and it's regarding my brush collection and all the makeup tools that I use. I promise you it's gonna be quick, although I have a lot to talk about, and I will be also sharing you my favorite brushes as well. So if you want to see more, keep on watching. Okay, so this are all my brushes. Personal brushes. I do have another set or minimal set in my makeup kit that I use for my clients. So I got this holder. It was around $15 I think, and it was a good find that I got from HomeSense. I'm actually in a hunt for another one, but I can't find one anywhere. So I organize this in a way that it's easier for me. All the face brushes all are in the middle, and then all the eye brushes, and then all the small brushes are or travel brushes are right here so I can see them. So I divided it in a way that it's by their function or by their use, so it's easy for me to see them and make my makeup process easier. So starting in the first section, is actually my favorite section, are my blending brushes. So I do have quite a few, and it's mixed both drugstore and high-end. I've been collecting my brushes for over 10 years now, and I could truly say that if you invest in good brushes, then your makeup application will make a big difference. And of course, since I use it every day, it's I know the cost per wear or the cost per use is actually cheaper, and it's really worth your money. I always wash these brushes almost every week. I deep clean them, and then every other use or every use I spot clean them, so they're holding pretty good. My favorite ones are actually from Sigma. One right here, that's an E40 from Sigma. This one is a drugstore one. This is from NYX, which is really good to avoid harsh lines. Really poofy brush. The tapered ones I also like. Here, I'm gonna show you two. Sorry, one of them's dirty. I have a couple of MAC ones that I've had for over the years. They're the 217 brushes. They're tapered right here at the bottom, so it's easier to use when you wanna control and put and pack on color over the crease. And similar ones are the one from Sigma. It's a E25. I also like the ones that come in free in a palette, whether it's Anastasia or Urban Decay. They do give out ones that come with the palette that are dual, like this. These little guys I use when I travel, so that it's like a 2-in-1. It's easier for me. The MAC 224, which is again a little bit tapered but a little bit fluffy, so it's a mix of both this one and this one. On the second section are just random travel brushes, or they're tiny brushes. Some are free that comes with the kit, and some comes with the set. The ones that I like are from MAC. This one is the 167 SE that I got from the Archie collection. Could be used as a powder brush or a blush brush. This one could be used for foundation or for blush. So these little ones are really good for when you travel or when you can put it in your bag. Eyelid brushes, again, it's a mix of both high-end and drugstore for spending on my brushes, because these are key to good makeup application. However, I do consider drugstore brushes as well. In drugstore brushes, I'm very picky. I only pick the ones that I know that are really good. So I've tried so many, and the ones that really stand out are, again, Sigma. E.L.F. really depends on which specific brush. I like NYX and Real Techniques. Oh, and Morphe. So these little brushes are good brushes because it has a lot of uses. This could be for concealer, for your eyelids. It's good for powder and creams and liquids as well. So I forgot to mention EcoTools. EcoTools is good too, but they only have a few selection of brushes. An oldie but a goodie is the one from MAC. It's the 239. I have a lot of eyelid brushes because again, I use this for over the lid. Depends on the shape of someone's eye. It varies from this big to something like this small. I have a lot of E.L.F ones, probably like 6-7 of them, just because they're okay for $1. But again, I go through so much because those are the only remaining few. After that, I haven't really bought anything else. However, they did improve their line on these black ones. This I can say they're okay, they're good, but then again, you have to spend a few more dollars compared to the ones that have white handles. I'm going to be talking about our pencil brushes, tight lining brushes, and angled brushes. I have a few here. Pencil brushes are underneath your eyes. If you really want a deep V and a prominent one, you use these kinds. I also use a shader brush like this. So this one is underneath and you want to smudge and make it smoky. This is great for that. Another alternative for that one is this smudge brush from E.L.F. This one is pretty good. The bristles are really tight and short for smudging. This specific one I use for the inner corners or highlighting underneath my brow bone. This one is from Sigma. It's called the medium angled shading brush E70, and one is from MAC. It's 275 SF, and they're shaped like this. So I just use it like over here and here. It's kind of angled, or sometimes I put a little bit of powder if I go over my eyeshadow to kind of like clean up the lines over here. And this one is my favorite from Eco Tools. This one is for, again, can be used in powder or creams, and that's how it looks like. I remember when I was in school for makeup artistry, I was so scared of someone stealing my brushes or using my brushes, and we all had the same brushes, right? So I had to put a star sticker in each and every of my brushes. Precision tapered brush. It's the P86, and it looks like this, and it's basically for concealer. I like how when I'm not using the beauty blender and I want to use a brush, and especially with people with a lot of fine lines or matured skin, I need to really get over the crease and really pack it on there. And this is the great brush that would do the trick. Okay, now to the face brushes. I'm gonna name a few of my favorites and a few dupes. This one I got from MAC 3 years ago, and it looks like this. And this one I use for contouring. So if I use creams or powders, especially in the nose area, I just pack it on and just really shade it over here or here over where your hollows of your cheeks. I just like whoop, and then I shade it over here. And another option, which is not too bad, this one I believe I got it for $15 from, again, E.L.F. You can get the ones that are black handle. They're more of better quality. Also one from NARS, my only brush from NARS. It's the E.L.F brush, popular product when it came out, and it's really nice for, again, for bronzer or for contouring here and then in the nose. Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. This one, I love using this with Makeup Forever foundation. I just buff it in like this. And this was a popular product, and this is really affordable as well. Next are highlighter brushes. I only have 2 of them. My favorite one is the ANASTASIA one in 823. And then the next one is the Real Techniques setting brush. So this one could be also used underneath the eyes for powder, but I mainly use this as a highlighting brush. It's perfect for it. For blush brushes, I have, this one is from Eco Tools, all over your face brush. It could be, I mainly use this for a blush brush. This one is from Sigma, and it's the large angled contour F40. So I like this one when I'm using this either to bronze or to put blush, and just sweep it like that. and it kind of helps because it's angled too. And the last one is the MAC 116, and it's just a regular blush brush. This one again is one of my favorite ones because it's so soft. It's just the right size for my face, and I find with my client's face as well, you just like pat here, not too big of a coverage and not too small, and you kind of just like blend your brush. For miscellaneous brushes, I have 3 again. I think everything's my favorite, obviously, like it wouldn't be my collection. One is from Tarte, so it's a dual end one. It's mainly for contouring. This side is for putting cream or powder on, and this one is specifically for your nose. This one a lot of my clients love. They always ask me, what's that brush that you're using on my face? And it's a Sigma Flat Kabuki F80, and that's how it looks like. And you just buff your foundation in. It gives you an instant airbrush effect. The NYX, I use this for my bronzer actually, and it says 05. It looks like this. It's small that you can just bronzer your face for contour. And lastly, for my miscellaneous brushes or angled brushes from Sigma, it's a small angle E65. I have a couple from Eco Tools, and this one is for mainly when I tightline or really get color underneath my eyes. It's the MAC 212 SE. I think this is from their holiday collection that Arvin got from me a long time ago. One's for eyeliner. This one's an angled one. I used to use this when I used to practice a lot, from Sonia Kashyap. For eyebrows, I only use 2 of them. One is from, again, Royal LANGNICKEL. That's how it looks like. Really fine detailed brush. It has a spoolie, and so is the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 14 brush, which I've already talked about in another video. So now for my tools, I'm just gonna go over really quick. This one I've already talked about in another video. I can put the link down below if you want to see that. But basically this one, I go over my fuzzy hair stuff all over my face, or I shape my eyebrows because I don't get my eyebrows done. I just do them myself, or my mustache. So $3, $4, $5 I believe in Amazon. They're really good. For eyelash curler, I use the Shu Uemura one, and they're great for people with small eyes. Okay, for sponges, I mainly use the Beauty Blender Pro. Another option, which is also good, are the Real Techniques one, and they come in 2, and I believe they're about $15 as well in the drugstore. They're really good. However, I still like the bounciness of the Beauty Blender compared to this one. But this one's not too bad too. I like how it has the pointy side, and then it also has the flat side over here, whereas the Beauty Blender has the pointy side but rounded edge. And that is it for my brush collection and my favorites and the tools that I use. I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below what your favorite brush is. Maybe I'm missing something out, or a brand that I would want to try. Until the next video, bye.